that. Nice fancy seat. And I guess the base looks the same as the loader. That's cool. That's your set your weight tension. Our loader needs something. Why she bottoms out constantly. Alright, see if we can get the old one out. And hopefully this one just bolts right in. The way it wobbles around, there might not even be a bolt in it. Grab some tools. Looks like just a hex nut or a Allen head. Wires. Heavy. Why is everything heavy? Everything. I'm just getting weak. Some washers. Years of dirt. No money. A nail. Some kind of cotter key hairpin thingy. Another washer. The new one is about 10 1/4, which is the same width as this one. And there's lots of adjustment holes, so about a foot or so should line up with the hole or two. So yeah, that should just plug and play. It's gonna be fancy. Might be hot when the sun hits it, but you know, the road construction finally quit yesterday, so 6 months of detours and that. Now the neighbors remodeling and taking down trees, so we gotta hear chainsaws for a minute. They're slippery when your fingers are greased up. But yeah, there's two. Let's hope this side will go now. This thing's got some torque. I'm sure a hammer would be better. About 35 years ago, working in a salvage yard, I took an old tire iron, made a short little hammer just for tight little spots, and boy, that's been the best thing ever. All right, just a few more of these little clips. Smarter than the chair. I'm gonna break it right away. All right, I gotta figure out the chair. This looks like this is bent a little here. Break the back window. Yeah, make sure I'm comfy. Look at that beautiful big bucket view here. Sometimes it pays to open your eyes. I see. That would have been nice to see that the other day. Maybe that's why this one's so wore out. Diff lock. When I was spinning with the one front and one rear wheel going with the digging in the dirt pile. That will be nice for snow plowing. All right, that's a nice looking seat and heavy duty so far. I should have tried to see how much it. I think I got it okay, I'm sure. It's got a lot of travel. I could probably crank that up a little bit because this thing gets hopping. Alright, so what I'm not liking is it's a different color. Petty, I know. It's like the difference between a 76 and a 77 Ford pickup. 76 had this color light cover. 77 had that. Try not to break it. There, see, you know, it looks the same. Quite warmed up enough, but I picked up a contract on a snow removal job that I have to get through some drive-ins for a bank that are 8 feet 11 inches wide. This bucket is 9'2", so I can't get through. So I think I found the remedy for that. Plus it'll make it easier on some bigger parking lots. So a heaping bucket on that size is about a yard or 3 yards. So I found another bucket that's 7 feet wide, but it's deeper and taller. So it's still 3 yards. But the selling point is the wings. And I'm on glare ice here. I need to salt this. Another product from Rigs for Less from St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, with Ed and the crew. I don't want to push it off the trailer. Don't do that. Oh, that's nice. Trying to be careful so I don't slide down and hit my truck or back up and hit my van. I did find the differential lock button, so if I need to, I guess I can lock it in, but so far so good. And then I'll put that 9-foot bucket on the skid steer here, so if I get jammed like I did the other day where I had 12 hours of plowing, I had a little issue, but I got it resolved. Boy, I'm seeing like that hookup, the unit, it's wide. See what I'm saying there? That's like 2 inches on that side and 3/4 of an inch on that side. There's going to be a lot of slop, so let's hope we can lock that bucket in. Problem I was having with that other bucket, it wasn't the bucket's fault, it was this little attachment thing. Yeah, let's see if we can get underneath there. I could raise it up, but this little guy right here wasn't coming through far enough, so I ground the bucket a little bit and realized that wasn't the full problem. It was a little adapter. Down perfect. That's through quite a bit. The other one looks like it is too. There shouldn't be enough slop in this to. The other one was kind of sloppy, the other bucket, so when I raised it up, I mean, I tested it before I left. I could raise the front of the loader off the ground, but when I got to the first parking lot, I went to back drag and it put enough tension on it where it just dropped the bucket. So I ended up coming back, couldn't get it to work, plugged the skid steer in, got that warmed up, put the 9-foot bucket on the skid steer, and plowed with that all day. So hopefully this works. Let's get it hooked up, but I gotta get my truck out of the way. I'll move that in a minute. There's no neighbors are leaving, so. Any place level to put this camera. We just had 8 inches of slush. and feel like I'm pushing it the sides out. Nope, that's backwards. So I'm going to change the loader because I have the grapple, my big grapple, that's backwards too. So I want to change the loader and not the hookups in case I need to use it on the skid steer. Alright, so now it's a big bucket. I was hoping it would go further forward, but that's okay, because when I go through the drive-through, I can do that. Oh, that's going to be nice. There's no electronics on it, so I can't make one side go up and then, you know, like do like a angle blade or anything. But I'm betting if I stuck one side against a curb or something, I could get one side to go and then do that. Make sure I got it locked in. If it falls, it don't rip the hoses. Now it came with the serrated side forward, like for ice scraping, but I do a lot of paved parking lots, so I didn't really want to scratch up their brand new pavement, so they switched that for me. That was nice of them. Then the other thing is to be able to dump. Oh yeah, that's nice. And I want to be able to furl it without ripping anything. That looks like that'll be plenty. See, the other one hits. It's straighter up. This has got an angle away from me, so that's nice. Thank you, Ed. It'd be nicer if he would have given it to me for my birthday, but he didn't. Alright, I gotta go move my truck and then I'll come back and play a little bit. Looks like the side wings have a little bit of flex to them. Let's check it out. Not sure what's going on. One side's got a spring and the other side's got a little rod. I'm guessing the rod fell out on the other side. Is what I need to be less than. Looks like I'm probably at 8.5 maybe. So this little piece, that spring tension in there, is so this can trip. Or, you know, on uneven ground, it'll ride up a little bit instead of scraping in on the corners. Probably easier to see it on this side. But I'm guessing somewhere in transit that got lost. So it's only up in there 1/4 inch. So if I made it 4 inches, I think I can keep it in there. Maybe do 4.5. Just a little over 1.5 inches. I have some round stock, but it's a little bit less, I think, here. Somebody needs a shovel. Who's got time? I got a shovel for everybody else. I got a piece of round stock here that's 1.5 inches. So that'll work. Alright, let's cut her off. Looks like I got time. I can cut it off. Cut it wrong twice and I'll still be okay. Or cut it wrong once anyway. I don't want it to fall out, but I want to be able to get it in without unbolting everything. Let me just go 4 3/8. Need a bigger grinder. I don't know if it's going to make the corner. What I have to do, unbolt all that, or round this over more. Oh, it's so close. Aha! Well, I don't think it's going to fall out. At least I hope it don't. There. That's better. Shouldn't have to do that, but I didn't pay attention when I picked it up. Alright, so here's the hydraulics. That looks like I got plenty of hose. My little adapter seems to be working just fine. Someone questioned my weld, but that's just fine. Alright, I'm ready for snow. Still poking through, right? Yep. Now I worry about, since I took off so much of that, it's about 5/8 of an inch thick now, but it's such a shear line that it would have to shear that. It's not going to bend, it would have to shear. So I'm thinking I'm just fine. It's either that or I got to order a whole new adapter for wasted all my time building this one. But it should be good.